Welcome to another calisthenics video. Today I am working on some weighted reps. So I've got on a 10 kg Gravity Fitness weighted vest as well as two 10 kg plates. The plate on my right, your left as a viewer, is chipped at, so I'll class it as an 8 kg plate. So in total 28 kg. I went for 10 pulls and then I went into some weighted dips. This was hard. I find it easier to do weighted stuff with the belt because where the weight's distributed is beneath the waist, whereas the vest, it kind of takes, your torso takes all the weight, so you feel it a lot more. But nonetheless, this was still challenging. You can see me really grinding out through those last few reps. Then I take off the belt because it will be hard to do elevated inverted rows with those plates, but I get 10 elevated inverted rows with the 10 kg vest. Fully loaded, this vest is actually 20 kg, but my friend Kevin, who's training with me also in the background, you'll see him, has taken weights out so that his commute is a lot easier and so that his workouts simpler and manageable. Then I go into some elevated press ups here. So throughout the rounds I change the height of the elevation. What makes it hard doing press ups with this vest is that the vest is quite bulky. It's metal plates at the front, so it doesn't allow me to get my chest as low as I would go if I was doing bodyweight press ups, which you'll see in the following rounds. And then we go into round 2. So I no longer have the vest on, I just have the 2 plates, which I'm going to class as 18 kg, and I go for some chin-ups. I find chin-ups a lot easier than pull-ups, so I always start on pull-ups, knowing that they're more challenging. I try and do those whilst I'm still fresh and have more energy. Chin-ups are good for your back, but also give a lot of focus to your biceps. And then we transition to dips. Now dips are good for your chest, and they are also good for your triceps. So that's the back of your arm. And here Kevin's now doing weighted chin-ups with the 10 kg vest behind, and I'm just cracking on with my dips. And then after the dips I take off the belt again, and now I go body weight and I go for some elevated inverted rows. Elevated inverted rows are also good for your lower back, and these are a great progression into pull-ups. So if you're someone who can't yet do pull-ups but still wants to challenge themselves, elevated inverted rows are a very good progression. Then I go into bodyweight press ups. For each round I do 20 press ups. For this one, because I'm doing bodyweight, I'm able to get my chest lower, so my chest is just hovering above the ground when I go on the descend, and then I press up. And this is lower than the previous set if you look at the elevation level. So this is a little bit well, it's easier because I don't have the vest on, but it's also easier because it's a lower elevation. And then my third and final round, I put the vest back on, I have both plates, and I go for some Commando Pulls. These are good for your biceps, and they are also good at building your back. These are good for me in terms of progressing to the one arm chin up. If you can get used to doing weighted chin-ups in that scenario, in that positioning, then gradually you should be able to get the one arm chin-up. I then take off the belt, give it to Kevin, and I finish off because I've only done 7, but I always aim for at least 10, especially if I'm only doing 3 rounds. So I get the last 3 done, and then I go into some weighted dips with leg raiser splits. So the dips, as I said in the previous one, you're working your chest and your triceps, and with the leg raiser splits you are working your core. So it's always good to have a strong core. For someone like myself who does a lot of running and is trying to develop their skills in rowing, you definitely want to have a strong core so you can balance the boat. You also want to have a strong core so that you can balance around fast corners when running, but just in general, just keeping upright, you want to have a good strong core. I'm also trying to get into more combat sports, so core is crucial. And then I go into some weighted inverted rows. This is the last round, and you see just by the flow of my reps that I'm definitely feeling it. So the first few are quite smooth. When I get to the last 3-4 reps, you see that I take longer pauses at the bottom, thinking about life, thinking about why I'm here training in the heat, but the show must go on. And then after I finish my elevated inverted rows, I have my last round of press ups. So here I try to do 10 wide press ups into 10 normal press ups into 10 diamond press ups to give a total of 30. By the time I finished my wide 10s, I knew I weren't going to make it to the 10 diamonds. So what I'll do next time when I do this is start with the diamonds and then work my way out, because diamonds are the hardest variation of the 3. Got my 20 press ups done, and that was the end of my workout. I hope you enjoyed. Even if you aren't at a position or at a level where you can do this with additional weight, try it with your body weight and adjust the exercises and do easier variations that you are capable of doing. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back next week with another video. Take care.
How did the 10 feel compared to the vest?